What's up, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Just comment thumbs up. Cool. Thanks, Courtney. We'll let a few people get on. And thanks, Ty. We'll let a few people get back on, and then we'll start chatting a little bit. How's everybody doing out there? Appreciate y'all hanging out. I just had to, first of all, I had to make sure that the OBS was still working for me. Typically just use the phone, but today we're going live on Facebook and YouTube, so we're going to do that, especially as we get ready for Bowman draft breaks coming up here on Tuesday. But we're going to go over a few things right now, and just chat a little bit, just hang out. So if you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to ask, and we'll try to help out. What's up, Shane? All right, so we started our 12 days of deals this week, and it's been a pretty good start. So let's go over a little bit. So today was the last day of the Chrome update series and Platinum, Bowman Platinum, Big League Hobby, and Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary Light. Tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, we have some nice deals on Allen and Ginner, Top Series 2, and Heritage Baseball and Heritage Minor League Baseball. So definitely hope you guys take advantage of some of these deals we have going on this weekend leading into next week. So Allen and Ginner hobby boxes will have it $89. It's a fun product. You can actually pull a C.J. Stroud autographs in Allen and Ginter. So I would hope that'd be a nice price point. I hope that'd be a nice price point to at least give it a shot, as well as Victor Wembanyama autographs in there as well. I know they're not popping out of all the boxes, but that price point, that might be a good shot. Top Series 2, I feel like this is an underrated product. I don't know why it's not as desired, but Flagship is also paper. A lot of paper. People don't necessarily want a lot of paper, but at $59, that's not bad. You got Flagship rookies: Jordan Walker, Anthony Volpe, Corbin Carroll. So for $59, you might be worth taking a shot at pulling a numbered rookie of those guys. Heritage Baseball, same thing, 2023. Top rookies, looking for short prints, variations of some of the top rookies in this class, $64. We got Heritage Minors Baseball. Elliot De La Cruz has cards in there, and I know this summer that was a hot chase. He's kind of died down since then, but at $49, might be worth a shot leading into next season. So this weekend we have some nice deals for our 12 days of deals. For Cardboard Heroes. So let's go into next week a little bit. So will the Bowman draft break? So Taylor, we're gonna have both pick your team and random teams, and pricing will come out by Saturday, by tomorrow night. I'm working on it tonight actually, so we're gonna have it up on the site here pretty soon. If not by tomorrow night, definitely by Sunday as we get ready to break on Tuesday. So, but I'll get to that here in a minute once I go over next week's deals. On Tuesday and Wednesday, the 12th and the 13th, we have some, a couple decent deals there. I mean, it's kind of for the non-sports crew. We got Star Wars Chrome Black at $89, 2023. And then Upper Deck Space Jam, it's basketball. Those are at $39. I bet there's a LeBron James auto in one of our boxes. They're not common. You don't see them, but at $39, you never know. You might take a shot at it. And then Garbage Pail Kids are all going to be 30% off. So Michael says Star Wars won't last at that price. So I believe so. We have a couple cases, so we're hoping to run through those next week on the 12th and the 13th. But Garbage Pail Kids, we're going to just have them stacked up at 30% off. So hopefully you guys take advantage of that. Do a little blowout on those. That's Tuesday and Wednesday, the 12th and the 13th. 14th and 15th, Thursday and Friday, all our retail will be discounted pretty heavily. Basketball at 30% off, and baseball, and that includes Topps Chrome Blasters at 20% off. So come pull your buybacks on the 14th and 15th, and trade them in for store credit. Pull them out of the Topps Chrome Blasters at 20% off on the 14th and 15th. So it might be worth a shot there. Can pull your Otanis and Acuna cards out of there. And then our last 2 days of our 12 days of deals, the 16th and the 17th, that's next weekend. We'll have some Upper Deck Hockey Series 1 at $119 for those hockey guys chasing some Connor Bedard short prints, but at $119 you might take a shot at it. Bowman Chrome University Football will have it $99, which kind of a blowout price on that. And then we have our Topps Archives Signature Series discounted. So it's the buyback cards that are autographed, one card per box. Those can make for some good stocking stuffers. Topps Archives Signature Series 2022 at $69, 2023 at $74, and then the retired edition at $59. So come get your stocking stuffers next week and during our 12 days of deals, as well as this weekend with Allen and Ginner Series 2, Top Series 2, Heritage Baseball, and Heritage Minor League Baseball. So those are our 12 days of deals coming up. So hopefully we've seen a lot of people take part in them so far up to today, which has been pretty good. Today we ran through a few of those, so that was good to see. Now hopefully this weekend we can help you guys get some Christmas presents during those deals. So moving on to Bowman Draft. So Taylor had asked about if it's going to be PYT and random teams. Yeah, we're going to have both. Specifically for Jumbo, Super Jumbo will be pick your team. That's going to be a little pricier. So some people may want to put the money down for Aaron. Yeah, that's in store only. Just because we want to be able to allow our customers to come in and take part in the shop. And but we are building a website that's going to be geared towards selling online. We are working on that and getting that together, hopefully by the new year. So we will be selling more online soon after the new year. Right now, we just offer breaks online, ability to purchase breaks online. But the Super Jumbo likely will be pick your team, but I think we're only going to have initially we'll only have one case for a Super Jumbo break, but we'll keep working to add more Super Jumbo. But Jumbos will have both pick your team and random teams, and we're working on pricing, and we'll get that out soon. Let's go over a little bit about some of the prospect chases. I know you guys are kind of, a lot of y'all are in tune with it because y'all are keeping up with social media and seeing who's kind of the chases. I mean, we all know Tom Brady will have an autograph in there. We've seen it come out already. It's actually today. It showed that he posted his autograph on there, so we saw that. We saw what it looks like. He's got some inscriptions on some of his cards. The one of one is kind of just got his autograph on there, but some of the other ones that are numbered to 50 will have kind of an inscription. One of which is if baseball doesn't work out, there's always football, which I thought was pretty cool. That's going to be a fun chase. So now, one other thing too in our breaks, likely the Brady spot will likely be separate, or one other way we're going to do it is just randomize it. If a Tom Brady autograph is pulled, it will be randomized to the people in the break. So that might be a better option for us, just to kind of keep keep the prices down a little bit, just to kind of give people a shot at it, because Brady spot won't be cheap, especially for like a full case break. But likely do a randomize if the Brady autos hit. Now, if it's a Brady base card or numbered non-auto, then it's going to the national spot, just being the Expos Nationals. But a Brady autograph, we will likely just randomize it to the break, so give people a shot at it. It says he'll trade a limited edition Tom Brady autographed helmet for a Tom Brady Bowman Draft autographed card. All right, let's talk a little bit about the prospects. So, Paul Skeens, he's a pitcher, but he was the top pick. His fastball grade's pretty much like at the top of the charts. He has good command of it, slider, changeup. He's got good control. So, I mean, you're looking at basically a front of the line starter, ace potential. Now, he's a pitcher, so pitchers typically don't keep too much value as it goes on, but he's going to have some hype. He's compared to some of the top prospects, top guys that have come out as a prospect, like Strasburg and some of those guys, Garrett Cole even. So he's a guy. He's with the Pirates. He's someone that you definitely want to keep an eye on. Kind of check out his prices. If you pull him, he might be someone to hold for now. I mean, obviously you want to make sure as a pitcher that he stays healthy, but with his prices, you never know. So Max Clark is the next guy that I kind of have an eye on, and that I feel like he's someone that has star potential. He's got all the tools. he can hit for power, run. He's got a great arm, and he can feel the ball. He can catch the ball. He's going to be a top chase. The Tigers are definitely going to be decently priced in the pick your team breaks, just because of Max Clark for sure. So those are a couple of the top guys. We got Wyatt Langford. He probably could have hit in the big leagues this year, but they obviously didn't need to bring him up. They had a few guys that were hitting for them and led them to the World Series. But Wyatt Langford is definitely another guy. He's got the hit tool. I mean, he's going to hit at the big league level. It's just a matter of finding a spot for him in the lineup. I know that I think they were moving him around a little bit in the field. The Rangers were, just to find a spot for him to get in the lineup. I imagine he's going to get called up as long as he keeps hitting once spring training starts. But he's definitely got the power, and definitely can run as well. He's got some wheels on him. But Wyatt Langford is another guy. The Rangers are going to be pretty high priced as well in pick your team breaks. Now those are kind of like the top tier. Those are the guys whose teams in the breaks are going to be high priced, and we move on to kind of like a middle tier, I guess. But they're still good chases, and they're still going to keep the teams priced a little bit high as far as trying to pull some of these prospects. You got Blake Mitchell. He's actually from Texas. He went to high school. He's from a high school in Texas and organization. So he's a player that the Royals they got him, I think, ranked seventh or so in their organization, Baseball America. So he's definitely at 19 years old, someone to keep an eye on. Blake Mitchell for the Royals. Jacob Wilson, 21 years old, middle infielder in the Oakland Athletics organization, which is now going to be the Las Vegas Athletics. He was the sixth pick, number 3 prospect in the organization, top 70 overall in Major League Baseball. So he's a guy to look out for. Jacob Wilson with the Oakland Athletics. Noble Meyer, the pitcher in the Marlins organization, 18 years old, was a top 10 pick. Noble Meyer is another name. Bryce Eldridge, I believe they might be looking at him as a dual position pitcher and hitter in the Giants organization, 16th pick, San Francisco Giants. So Bryce Eldridge in the San Francisco Giants. When is Max expected to potentially be brought up? I'd say Taylor, he's probably about three to 4 years away. I mean, I don't believe. I mean, it's the Tigers. They may want to rush him. Not rush him, but they may just be like, if he's holding his own at Double A, if he gets called up to Double A this year and he's holding his own, you might see a Jackson Holiday type trek. As far as getting up to Triple A later in the season still as a teenager, and then you never know after that. But I would say probably at the very least 2 years, Taylor, but possibly 3. Big Don Larson, how you doing? Bryce Eldridge, yeah, we talked about him a little bit. Enrique Bradfield from Vanderbilt, got a lot of speed. He's not a big power guy, but he's got a lot of speed. He's someone that potentially could develop power, but I think in the Orioles organization, you might be looking at him as a leadoff hitter, or someone that bats at the bottom of the lineup, but could act as a second leadoff hitter, being as speedy as he is in that lineup. Once they add Jackson Holiday and some of the prospects they have, Tampa Bay Rays have a guy named Braden Taylor, 19th pick, 21. He's a third baseman, shortstop. He's got the hit tool, but he's definitely a name to look for. Braden Taylor. Colt Emerson in the Mariners organization, 18-year-old shortstop, right-handed hitter. He's 22nd pick in the draft, top 100 pick in baseball. He's got the hit tool. I mean, he's a guy that name to look for. Colt Emerson. Anybody with a name Colt that plays pro ball, definitely want to keep an eye on him. Colt Emerson. Dylan Head with the San Diego Padres. 18-year-old outfielder, can run like the wind, has a good arm, and can catch the ball. Once his power catches up, he's a guy to keep an eye on. Dylan Head. Colin Houck, shortstop in the Mets organization, 18 years old. Another name to look for. So that's kind of like the middle tier. Kind of get down to like the bottom tier of prospects as far as like Bowman draft goes. You're still looking at some decent prospects here to chase. Rhett Lauder, he's a pitcher, Wake Forest, but I think he's got ace potential as well. Rhett Lauder for the Cincinnati Reds. Adrian Santana, shortstop in the Tampa Bay Rays. So the Tampa Bay Rays are going to have several guys to look for. Tampa Bay Rays will have a good, be decently priced and have a good chase potential out of there. So those are just a few of the names that I just wanted to go over, just to give you all an idea of what you never know what to look for, but sometimes you never know how some of these prospects are going to kind of pan out. But at least this gives you all an idea of some of the names that just to keep an eye on, just in case y'all have you get a random team break and you pull one of these players. That's maybe someone to hold on to, or if their price points are pretty high, you never know. You might just flip them right now. Just a few names. Mets. Let me see. I think we had a lot of pitchers. Don, a lot of Mets have a lot of pitchers. Colin Houck was a guy that I mentioned earlier. He's kind of like a middle tier guy. He's a shortstop. Colin Houck, Houck. He's a shortstop, so he's someone to potentially keep an eye on for the Mets. But I see a lot of pitchers on the checklist for the Mets. But Colin Houck, 18 years old, pretty much like got all the tools. He doesn't do one thing like exceptionally well, but from what I'm reading, he has a lot of tools. And at 18 years old, you just never know. He may develop one of the tools to be really exceptional. So he he's a name to look for the Mets. The rest of a lot of the guys are pitchers. They have AJ Ewing, who's a second baseman, but he's kind of a lower tier guy, and then a few other pitchers on the list. So looks like Colin Houck is going to be your guy, Don, your guy to chase out of 2023 Bowman draft. All right, so I wish I could tag people that are in the Jordan break, but hopefully once we get done with the live, we'll replay this and get people to keep an eye on it, because we really want to fill this break. We have a 80, not a Jordan break, but technically a 86 Fleer complete set break, and we have a few of the cards here in the set. We'll start off with the Kareem. I mean, a lot of these cards are really well centered. This is the first card in the set, one of 132. This is a high grade set. They're all raw except the Jordan, which I'll get to here soon. But how many spots do we have left on the? So we're right at halfway. I really want to see about 25 or 30 spots taken by the end of this weekend, so we can start. Because I feel like people are kind of hovering around, waiting a little bit, and once they see that there's some push, a few people that are in the break might grab like 2 or 3 more spots. And I feel like this is something that once we get over that hump, that it'll fill pretty quickly. We just need to move past that. So, but I'm going to show a few of the cards here. These cards are pretty decently centered. This is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, first card in the set. Alvin Adams. Second card, Mark Aguirre. Danny Ainge. These are all pretty well centered. John Bagley, Earl Bailey. Here's the Barkley. Just a little bit of a corner ding, but Benjamin. And the Larry Bird, just slightly off centered. But outside of that, it's not terrible. Otis Bird song. Rolando Blackman. This one's pretty well centered. So these cards could all potentially grade well. Sam Bowie. I think we all know who Sam Bowie is. Not for a good reason, though. Do you know who Sam Bowie is? So, just running through these cards, I just want to show kind of like the quality of them. I mean, this Tom Chambers is just about perfect centering. Mo Cheeks. Michael Cooper. Little just a smidge top to bottom. But Wayne Cooper. Just want to show off a few of these cards. I'll just go through a few more and then I'll get to the Jordan. Here's the Drexler. That one's off centered. The Dumars is pretty decently centered. Appreciate it, Big Don. We're hoping to push more tonight. Hopefully this weekend we can push it a little bit more and get closer and closer. I'd like to definitely break before Christmas. And the Jordan, the main chase of it all, is a PSA 8. Just a smidge top to bottom. Outside of that, it's pretty decently centered. That's what everyone's after. That's the reason why you jump in this break. You know, you hope that you hit the Jordan. You hope that you hit the Jordan. But there's some decent consolation prizes. Most of these cards should grade pretty well. Clark Kellogg, known for being a college basketball analyst. Albert King, Bernard King, Bill Lambier. Pretty well centered there. You got your lottery ticket. That's right. So might have to do this again because but we'll keep this live up. We'll keep the replay up, and hopefully we'll tag a few people that are interested or aren't quite in the break yet, and see if they might be interested after seeing some of those cards, because it's a high grade set, and even though there's only one graded card in the set, which is the Jordan, potentially do pretty well with any of the other cards in the set. So I'm going to go ahead and log off here. Just wanted to come on and talk about our specials, our deals that we have this week and next week, and then also the Bowman draft and the 86 Fleer break. Appreciate you guys tuning in. You guys have a happy holidays, and we will see y'all later, and we'll have more information out on the break here pretty soon. So you guys have a good one.